So, I was tagged by the notorious Corey, Mr. Voodoo 94, for this idea of what would I do if I found $100. And I think that this whole thing started with Mr. Evie Crawfish and tagging people, and I got tagged, and I guess I got to answer this and tag some people too. So, if I found $100, and I'm again going to act under the ethical principle that I found it somewhere where undoubtedly couldn't be returned to the owner, and it's mine. In thinking about it, I would probably work a little bit of a system that I work with, the paycheck that I get from my business and knife money and any other stuff I have, which is kind of my tendency to look at resource and break it up into chunks. Not so much to budget, but to have chunks of things that I tend to send money towards, or spend money towards. So that's what I'm going to do for you is in this VR is Corey give you a little breakdown of probably wouldn't be one thing that I would do, but it would actually be breaking that $100 up into little chunks that show kind of what I think about and what's important to me. And so I'll break that down right now. So the first $10 out of my $100 budget I would tithe. In other words, I'm committed to giving away 10% of the money that I make. I'm not sure how many of my YouTube friends know this, but about the same time I started making knives, I started a faith-based nonprofit organization that works with really poor people in the third world. And I would for sure give a gift to the Reckoning International, which is the organization that I started. So I budgeted $30 to the Reckoning International, and I would give it towards a project called Forest of Hope. I did a little video recently about it, and I think it'll explain it better than I can this morning, and it'll be very clear. In 2011, our Facebook friends gave us $530. We turned that into $3,520 by planting eucalyptus trees in Africa. Now that's what I call being green in many ways. This simple, $10 plants enough trees to pay for one child's education for their whole educational career in their first year of university. Do you have $10 that you could give to the Forest of Hope? It'll make a whole lot of fatherless children and orphans happy. Please help. Next thing I would do is spend $30 on some extra SFBA prizes. I would probably send some knife making materials, drop them randomly in the boxes of prizes I'm sending out, so that a lot of our friends on the build along would have some more supplies to keep making awesome knives and just cranking them out. So the last thing I would do is spend $30 to take my wife Christina out to dinner. She's my best friend, huge supporter. And even though she's girlifying my shop with some flowers here, she is totally awesome and puts up with a lot of my shenanigans. This year is our 25th wedding anniversary, and I'm just so glad to have a better wife than I deserve. So anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I guess I'm supposed to tag some people right now. So I wrote down some people that I would love to see what they would do if they found $100 or 100 pounds or whatever the currency is in their country, or the dynamic equivalent. And I'd like to tag Mr. KHE1111, Ken. Love to see what you would do with $100 if you found it. JMKM88, again, do the dynamic equivalent, I guess, in Aussie currency. Mr. X's Recreation, Freddie Patain, we have got to get you making some more videos on YouTube, so hopefully you'll see this and go for it. Hemisphere Coffee, Paul, what would a coffee man do if he found $100? And finally, our very own L-Sub Slimed, dude, let's see a video where you talk about what you would do if you found $100. So tag those people if you've already been tagged or done this. I know I was real slow on the draw with responding to the notorious Corey, Mr. Voodoo 94 on this. But those are my tags, and I'm going to be haunting the old YouTube channel to see if they respond and what they would do. Everyone have a great day. It's a beautiful day in Sugar Creek, Ohio. Hope it's a beautiful day where you are.